What's up, guys? Brett here. We're back today, nearing the conclusion of our Markus Wulfhart Vortex campaign Let's Play. We have conquered most of Lustria, parts that I care about anyway. We have stomped the Lizardmen into the dust, but we have one more Hunter's quest to do, and that is for us to go and take the Emerald Pools from Itza. And that is going to piss off all of our allies, without a doubt. But that is going to put us in a great position for the final battle. Right now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to need 2 armies to take Itza. Pretty damn certain. They have one of the strongest garrisons in the game. They have 19 units in it currently. And probably a full stack as well, if I had to guess. Gorok's probably just chilling down there. And we have lots of Empire to protect. So I think I'm going to build up this stack. I already went ahead and brought them closer to this province. This province has the ability to outfit a stack, and that's what we're going to try and do. And then next turn we'll start pumping this unit full of units. What we do need though is a blacksmith to get some of the higher tier stuff like great swords and demigryph knights. We need an armory for that, but a blacksmith I think is all you need. No, you need an armory for great swords. We need a blacksmith for halberdiers. Okay, anyway guys, we are ready to go. I was thinking also about, we don't need to do it this turn, but I was going to give a warrior priest to that stack, and we have this guy here, another Alderbrand. Actually, I think our other guy's Alderbrass, but this is Alderbrand, and him having +4 public order I think is really valuable. And I kind of looked at these before we got started today. We don't have quite enough gold for a witch hunter, but all of these things I'm talking about doing are going to tank our income, including messing up our trade with all of these units, all of these allies in the south. Especially the lore masters, who I am pretty sure will join the war if and when we attack Itza. Yeah, they're actually defensive allies. That's pretty bad. So we are going to, let's see if this works. That'll never work. That's way too much. Nah, they don't want to give us anything right now. Let's take a look at Itza before we do anything and see who their defensive allies are. Hexoaddle's not a big deal, but yeah, that's 2 of our decent trade partners. Or one of our trade partners. Are we not anything with the dwarves? I could have sworn we at least had a non-aggression pact with them. Let me check that out real quick. Yeah, we have a non-aggression pact, we have military access, but we have no route to trade, I suppose. Yeah, we're not close enough in any of our settlements. But yeah, when we start attacking Itza, we need to expect the fury of the elves to come down upon us. And the first location, the closest one to them, is going to be the Pillars of the Unseen, which has a decent garrison, but not enough to hold back a full stack of elves, certainly. So we're going to need to get an army down there as fast as we can. We're going to have to be all in position. We're going to have to get all of our ducks in a row before we can do anything. So let's go ahead and, without any further ado, guys, let's roll it. See what the next turn will bring us. Have we discovered Lothern? I totally forgot. Because they should definitely be a trade partner. They'll make us rich. So we need to take advantage of our current high income for as long as we can to continue building up our infrastructure, to get our armies tip-top shape. A lot of our melee units and our armies are... Okay, Call to Pleasure has been encountered. Are pretty low-tier stuff. Can we beat this? Let's quick save this. So they're chevroned. I don't think we can actually win this. Simply because of the fact that they have Richmond von Drack. But it looks like it wants to give it to me if I auto-resolve. So what we could do is really skirmish out with the Pistoliers. And this is more time consuming than anything. Actually, now that I look at it, we might be able to win this. So what I would do is I would probably skirmish out the Fellbats right off the bat. Pun intended. That would just limit their mobility completely. And then I would just run away my army while occasionally throwing away a unit or so that my crossbowman could hyper-focus down the wizard, who is very low armor. So if we look at his missile resistance, he only got 15. With that low of armor, he would just take massive damage from crossbows. And then after that, it would just be, can we destroy the morale, the leadership of all of these ranked up skeletons and zombies. Let's see what the auto-resolve gives us. Yeah, it killed us. So let's actually reload that. I'm curious to try that for you guys. I would rather not have it raised. If it does get raised, it's not a big deal. Let's load the quick save. And I've been doing a little bit of stuff on my free time. It's been a while if you look at the dates. Let's load that up. Thankfully, my computer's got pretty fast load time, so we don't have to sit here forever. There's only so much speed you can get out of this game. Yeah, let's see if we can implement my strategy with my rusty fingers. But I think it'll work. It's just, it's not easy to grind it out versus chevroned skeletons. And it really, my entire plan comes down to, can we snipe out the Strigoi Ghoul King? And I think we can. See what kind of positioning they give us too. It looks like we have a hill. They're going to come to us without a doubt. And I can't miss micro my pistoliers. The bad thing... No, we don't really have a hill. We kind of do. We need more space to maneuver. Huh. Where's the Ghoul King? Am I missing him? Where is he? Weird. Maybe we just can't see him. He's behind something. A lip of the hill, perhaps. But I think if we just do this... There he is. And all of a sudden he comes into focus. Okay. So what we're going to do... We're going to deploy here. Try and kill those fell bats. And then I might actually hide the rest of my army. Let's go ahead and make a group like this. Stay boxy. And hide. Okay. And for these guys, we're going to remove skirmish mode, because it always ends up wrecking me when I trust it. And we're going to go for these fell bats. Alright, let's do it. Now, this is a medium amount of cheese. Alright, he's going to Invocation of Nehek. Not surprising. And I think what he's trying to do is either scout or encircle us with the other fell bats. We want to stay close enough to shoot, but not close enough that a charge can come in and destroy us. That invocation is actually going to be pretty annoying. Take an angle. And I see the Strigoi Ghoul King's kind of going off on his own, which is really exactly what we wanted. If we can just pull this army apart, I'm going to advance. Let's go over here and just get them moving under cover.
Yes, sir, quickly! Taking that position, take the ground.
Just keep shooting at the fell bats. Now they'll know where we are because I've left the cover of the forest. Okay, I expected the charge. We just need to keep pulling through. Keep going, guys. Let's get those bats. And now we've got another group coming. Keep moving. And you gotta spam click like I'm doing right now, or else they'll just keep rope-a-doping back into the fight, which is not what we want. Okay. Come over here. And get in line to start shooting down that Strigoi Ghoul King. We're halfway out of ammo, basically, on the pistoliers. And I think that's enough on that group. They're going to crumble now. Now we need to start shooting at this fell bat group. If they retreat with the Ghoul King, that'll suck. Alright, another invocation being wasted. Move back, guys, move back. Crumbling, only 5 units left. Playing the kite game. This is where pistoliers really come in to their own.
Ready for war!
And the Ghoul King will not engage us. That is frustrating.
Bring it down!
Let's see if we can put a single good volley on those zombies. Perhaps bring them to crumbling.
Snipers at the ready!
Don't ever feel like you're above shooting at some zombies.
Ready for war!
The focus fire of 1 volley is enough to soften them up. 2 volleys, even better.
Sigma! Fire!
Okay.
Swordsman! Moving
Spread
now!
out.
Spearman! By Gul Maraz! Attack!
Get in there.
The Heldenhammer!
Pull that way, and we're going to try and get some surrounds.
Ulrich's run!
Make the AI engage in an awkward fashion.
Swordsman!
Blob up a little bit, and then we're going to go around and try and hit them from the back.
General! At speed! No lingering!
Okay. And as soon as this guy comes into range, he's going to get it.
We are Sigmar's heirs! The Heldenhammer!
Alright, those are zombies.
To battle!
Hopefully I don't miss micro. Alright, there we go. Pistoliers, thread the gap.
Ground!
And once they run out of ammo, which won't be too much longer,
No lingering!
we need to roll up this flank. If we can hit these guys right in the middle, we'll get the rear charge penalty on all 3. Or attacked in the rear penalty, rather. Come into here.
Pistoliers!
Alright, we're shooting our own guys in the back a little bit.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
Get some charges.
Sigmar calls!
Come on, Pistoliers. The name of the game is crumbling.
At speed!
Let's turn and charge into these spearmen who will not be braced.
March!
But the last thing we want is to get sandwiched.
Quick march! Our orders! Take the ground! Go!
Alright, the Ghoul King is starting to waver.
Withdraw!
Alright, those Pistoliers, not surprising.
For the war!
We got as much value from them as we could.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
They're gonna come back.
Go!
I'm not that worried about it.
Attack!
But it looks like we're missing a lot of our attacks with our crossbows, and it looks like we probably hit our own units in the back just a little bit too much. There we go. He's sitting still, and now he's taking a beating.
Withdraw!
Get him. And that's from our spearmen who have been sandwiched,
Take it,
unfortunately.
position!
Come on, we need you all to return. Where'd you go, guys?
Pistoliers!
Come on. Get back in it, start shooting. Crumble the Ghoul King.
Cavalry ready! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! For the war!
Shoot him in the back.
No lingering! Taking position!
And the Ghoul King is dead, so no more spell casting, no more great leadership for them.
No lingering!
We need those spearmen to come back as well. Let's go and try and support.
Pistoliers! Sir, for the Emperor!
Get in there.
Yes, sir! Shoot!
If we can crumble this flank, we've got a chance.
General! Ready! For the Emperor!
Get in there, let's go.
Maraz!
Just a full, complete surround. Attacked in the rear. Lord recently died. This is our chance to crumble them.
Crossbowman!
And we're spreading our archery fire right now, our crossbow fire, because that also applies some negative leadership modifiers.
For Heldenhammer!
Okay.
For
They made it through
Heldenhammer!
here. They are shielded, remember?
Warhammer!
This is not great for us.
For France! Ready for war!
Alright, one of the skeleton spearmen is crumbled out.
State troops ready! To battle! By
Get back in there, y'all. Oh, we did it! And that's why you take the fight, guys. Excellent job. Our spearmen holding in the forest did great. Yeah, everybody used to their maximum potential. Just had to identify, what the game plan was. Get rid of the mobility so that our pistoliers could move and maneuver unmolested, and they couldn't get any type of rear charges. Use our crossbows, understanding that the Strigoi Ghoul King is not a very tanky unit. Also, we baited out all of those different invocations of Nehek, which could have been pretty rough on us. If he had been using it on himself instead of the Fellbats. I am the law. I like the latest Judge Dredd movie. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. I like the original too, don't get me wrong. Alright, what do we got? We've got a decent amount of gold. Might be time to upgrade the blood swamps. And then here, I think the plan was to build a blacksmith here. All we have to do right now, though, is put this guy on this side. Put him into a camp stance so that he doesn't continue to take attrition. And he's actually full of followers right now. We've had no shortage of followers in this campaign. But our idea now is to get a much better group of units. Cannons are tempting. But I think if we're going to be besieging, let's just get 3 mortars. 3 mortars, and I hate having these crappy units, but they're cheap. And that's where their strength really lies, is how cheap they are. And we'll probably get some flagellants, maybe some spearmen with shields. Probably swordsmen, honestly. Keep it cheap. I think that's the name of the game here. Keep him and that stack very cheap, and we'll continue to make a lot of extra income. Our income just continues to skyrocket. So here, what were we going to build? I'm pretty sure I had mapped it all out in my head. Could get another Wizard's Enclave and an Imperial Academy. You know what? The Blood Swamps and the Poxmarch each have... they have pottery and they have red dye. Or just dyes. So I think we were going to build the blacksmith here. And that makes sense to me.
Markus Wulfhart.
And now we're going to start moving south. Continue to heal up our army
On the hunt.
as we travel. Pretty beneficial. And down here, we're going to just hold position. Because when the time comes, we're going to try and hit them all at once. Oh, we can see these guys now. I can't believe it. They went in a different direction. We're going to lose the Monument of Itzel without a doubt. So what we're going to do now is start heading toward Tlanxla. Tlanxla. We're going to head in that direction because I think what's going to happen is they're going to take the Monument of Itzel from us. Let's get that Empire Captain in there. And they might even try and sweep up into, like, this other location. I don't mind if I lose the Monument of Itzel. It's not exactly a throwaway place, but it's not necessary for us at this point. Man. I think we should give him the Demigryph Knights, but we don't need to do that now. They have a huge upkeep. Let's just wait. But we've got to get there and start defending. We could even consider building another army. And I'm worried here because I know there's another army at the Monument of the Sun. And I think if they go to sandwich me, we could have a problem. Ooh, we get our first Imperial Pegasus. That's something. Let's hook him up. And we can try and kill another Scarvet. Oh, we failed, but we leveled up in the attempt. Our Assassinate is maxed out. That's interesting. That we would fail there. Stalker, we don't necessarily need that. Elusive. Let's start giving him his ward save. 10% ward save is great. And we can't get back into this stack. I'm worried that they're gearing up for a big siege. We can just smash this stack, but I think what will happen if we charge out... Let's see. Let's actually stop. Let's look and see what they have. So, 3 Skink Priests and a Mage Priest. That's garbage.
Protector
Huh.
of the weak.
They have some scary units, but we have Hellstorm rocket batteries. Let's see if they'll fight us. I think they'll just run away.
Death to the faithless.
They will not. They think they've got a shot. Alright. Talking all this crap. Let's see if I can back it up. But no, I mean, seriously, I have 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries and a mobile mortar team. They're going to have to engage me. The Ripperdactyls are going to get torn up by 5 units of armor-piercing missiles. And we have gyrocopters as well. Let's not forget. We might send them on a different mission. They have some Let's gamble. They have some ranged elements in the form of the Ancient Salamander, which we don't really have a great answer for, but the Ancient Salamander's range is so low, I don't really need to be concerned. And look at this hill they gave me. It's so beautiful. We can deploy super far back. Let's go ahead and maybe like a hot group 7. So let's check the range. They're still well within our range. Something like this. Go ahead and maybe 6 here on the mortar team. Yep, they can reach as well. And I think we'll just keep our handgunners like together. We want them on the top of the downslope, essentially. Not blocking anybody. We can keep them in somewhat, well, I don't know, maybe salamanders are risky. But we need to spread them out just a bit. Give them their own, like, little spaces to turn. Think of them as almost like turret platforms that have to turn and shoot in different directions. Let's put these guys in the center. Spearmen on the flanks. That'll be my hot group 1. We'll make a hot group 2 that's only job is to protect. Let's put them facing out. Because they have cav. And they have these ripperdactyls. Go ahead and do something like this. Spearmen. Protecting the outside. Just enough stuff in the center to hold. Actually, he's very mobile. So let's take him out of that. Put him in hot group 3. With, yeah, let's put him with the gyrocopters. And he could be like a... Ooh, you know what? It's actually a little scary because of the ripperdactyls. I think in the beginning we need to keep our flying units near our handgunners. Put them back here as well. So that can be like just a random group 8. Group 9. Okay. Pardon my love of hot groups, but that really does help me whenever I play. We make sure that no one is on... Yeah, we also need these guys to be in guard mode. And I kind of like putting my mortars in guard mode as well. Alright. Let's do it. Let's make sure we're grouped on the Sunmaker in them so we can really focus down who we want to hit. They have Saurus. Let's start. Boom. 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 Let's actually shoot here and there. Yeah, that's fine. Show me what you got. What kind of spells do we have? Awaken the Wood and Earthblood. Good spells. And we're just going to let our mortars rain down death. Oh god, that's so brutal. And they're trying to juke. They're doing the classic AI jukes. They're casting something on me. No idea what. Oh, a fireball. Sure. Make a miss there real quick. And the Sunmaker is just going to put out an enormous volley of fire. Just non-stop shooting. I just want all the cav to be on its own. No infantry support for you. Now let's pull back. And we'll try and screen a bit better. Cold One Riders are going to be on their own. Alright, we need to prioritize these ripperdactyls. Shoot who we can. And we also need to make sure that we're arcing our Hellstorms. Yeah, so that we're not shooting ourselves in the back. That's a big deal. Buff our stats. Ooh, those flame attacks. Let's send up our spearmen to try and deal with that. Let's actually shoot the Hellstorms as well. Those ripperdactyls are doing quite well for themselves. I think they would be routed already if it wasn't for the cold-blooded. Okay. Shooting there. Let's go ahead and dive in with him. And we can just maneuver to get in there with our spearmen. Keep healing. Wait a few seconds for that life bloom to end. They dodged it. Now, we don't want to lose our caster here to these Sacred Croxagores. But we've got to gun them down. We can't let them get into melee with anything. Alright, not surprised our incredibly cheap infantry folded like a piece of paper. Come over here and start shooting at some other stuff. As long as the handgunners are safe, we are good. Pull back. Pull them in, pull them back. Spearmen have re-engaged. And now our gyrocopter is doing a great job. I think these guys, they're armor piercing. Get our spearmen involved in this fight. Maybe get the gyrocopter shooting there. Land a heal. And we just want to get these spearmen and such on the right targets. The halberdiers have broken them. Let's use our swordsmen to chase them off. Get the halberdiers over here. And start getting my handgunners back on good targets. And once we start targeting everything, you'll see everything starts to break. Not bad at all. I probably should have separated my rocket batteries. They have problems with friendly fire. And I also need to remember that when you put these guys on top of a hill, like, really look at their line of sight, because you'll just end up blasting, like, your silver bullets in the back. They really want to be at the very top of the bottom of the slope. So, like, the bottom of the... No, man, that's hard to explain. Right here, crappy. Right here, beautiful. It's just an angle thing. Oh, wow, we shot all of our ammo in the Sunmaker. Not surprising. 102 kills there. Let's see if we can speed it up, get a few more kills. Our mortar did great, too. 22 kills, not bad. A little bit neglected toward the end there. See if we can get him a few more Saurus kills. Yeah. Our most mobile unit, I could have used him to chase down. Put a little bit more damage on the Slan, but that's okay. That's in the battle. Basically, what we just did was take a lot of pressure off of that city. Make it so that if they want to come in, it's going to take several more turns of rebuilding. And who knows how much, like, pressure Hexoatl's under right now. The Norskins are still alive. We just discovered the Cult of Pleasure. So we know that the Dark Elves are kind of maybe ascendant in that northern part of Hexoatl's territory. So by crushing their armies, we give them less tools to defend themselves. And other enemies might be the ones that end up taking them down. That was a pretty free roll attack. I'm shocked the AI didn't retreat there.
Moving out.
And we have Bold, and we can come right back and get into Machu Picchu for a good heal. Alright. Bold and Abductor. Nice. And we also picked up a level there. Very good. Tempted to get him a Barded Warhorse. But, yeah, we've already got Quartermaster, which is the most important thing. Lightning Strike will be next. But, man, we can start getting him his prayers. Grand Shield of Faith is huge. Yeah, let's do that. That's more important than a horse. That gives a ward save and an AoE of 22%. That's not something you can just ignore.
We're born to hunt.
Let me just make sure that all my units have moved. We've got a little bit of extra gold now to spend. After that victory. I think we're good. Alright, where can we spend it? Wellspring of Eternity, which is now in the kind of the danger zone. That Unbreakable Lizardman army. Remember that it is unbreakable. That's not something we just want to walk out and fight. It'll smash any regular army that we bring against it. This army, honestly, isn't strong enough to kill it. Not at all. Unbreakable Carnosaurs, Unbreakable Croxagores, and Horned ones, and Temple Guard. And that's just the stuff we can see. It's going to take a while to stop their rampage with any army. What we really needed them to do was come into one of these two places. But maybe we can stop them here. Maybe. Vectazuma's pretty well defended. Okay. Anything else? I don't think so. You know what? Let's see. Did we discover Lothern? We did. Do we have no kind of agreements with them? Trade agreement? Accepted. That was worth doing. That's an extra 1,000 gold a turn. And anyone else? New World Colony still being kind of useless to us. Or with us. They won't help us fight that, that's for sure. I think that's Vashnar up here. We don't want to mess with that guy. Let's see if actually we can supplicate ourselves a little bit before the might of Vashnar.
The Druchi are malicious and cruel. Speak carefully.
Yeah. Okay. He might only have one army. Can we see what he has? Is it a bunch of chosen and non? Yeah, okay. Alright guys, let's roll another turn. And we should be out of the whole, like, spirit of the jungle attacking us phase now. I think that was the last turn. The hostility level of being maximum. And we can go back towards a normal level of hostility. Where the lizardmen don't get enormous buffs. That was also something I didn't consider, that maybe the balance of power was that the lizardmen had huge leadership and weapon strength, I believe, was the strengths that they had. No chance whatsoever. They have a Dread Saurian? Oh my god. And an Ancient Stegodon with the Engine of the Gods. Jesus. 938 weapon strength. 15,000 HP, real casual like. Oh my god. That's going to be an auto-resolve. I was hoping they would go away after they destroyed one of my places, but that doesn't seem to be what they want to do. They did attack us. Man, I should have paid them last turn. I had a feeling. I've weathered the storm. The hostility dissipates. They lose all those huge buffs. But they are still quite dangerous. And we lost some of our income that turn as well. Damn. Okay. Keep rolling. We've got to get over here. And what I might try and do, I don't know where they're going to go. We can always summon someone. He's cheaper, but let's see what else we have. If we get to fight from the walls, it's nice to have a huntsman. Get in there, buddy. Spearmen to hold the wall, I suppose. We have enough gold that we can afford to recruit another army. Okay, the Awakening. We're good here. Let's continue getting Markus out of this location and getting him moving south. And here we need to recruit some more units. So let's see what we're going to take. I like the mortars. Kind of like getting maybe one more archer. And let's get one more spearman and a swordsman. Oh, I forgot the Star Tower was under siege. I think they did that last turn. I totally forgot. Just get rid of them. Out of here, rats. Just free gold for us at this point. Okay. More stuff to upgrade. More gold in the bank. We upgrade this, we kind of get rid of our problems with public order. But I want to continue to focus on things that will give me gold. Ooh, Tlaxlan. I don't think we could pass up that upgrade. And then we'll upgrade this as well. Okay, we've only got 100 left. So let's go ahead and put our Witch Hunter back in our army. Nothing for him. Tier 3 Earthblood makes it super cheap. I'll take that. Are you full? We are so full on those followers. Who needed to level? Oh, our Huntsman General, of course. Okay. We'll take that, and then we'll try and get, as always, Quartermaster, the most important thing. But Survival Expert is also great. We're going to want that at some point. Let's get Iron Disciplinarian. Okay. I don't think they'll be able to reach us this turn, but they might be able to reach us the next turn, and if they can, it depends on where they go. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go to the Wellspring of Eternity. Who hasn't moved? Who hasn't gone?
Protector of the weak.
We are good to go.
Sigmarite arch.
Make sure we're not in that particular stance. If we get attacked in that stance and march, we'll be tired in battle. Very bad. And let's go. We're making progress, guys. We're stabilizing on a lot of different fronts. We knew that that unbreakable army was out there. We just were hoping that they were coming towards a position of strength, and instead they attacked us in the weakest possible place. We pretty much had armies everywhere else. But it's, I mean, all it's doing is it's making it even more obvious that we needed to put an army in that southwestern position for when we eventually attack. Ooh. We don't really need growth. Recruitment cost, though, could be great. And I think we're stable enough that a little public order, minus 15 public order over the course of 5 turns, won't hurt us. Mostly just about the recruitment costs. Alright, you keep moving down. We no longer have vision. Oh, that's not good. They could be going towards this city, which wouldn't be great for us.
Tracker of distinction.
Let's go for 3 archers. Man, we have the Royal Outdoor Griffites just like sitting in reserve. I hate that. One of the strongest units in the game, period. We need to get them in the game.
Markus Wulfhart.
And by in the game, I mean like they need to join the fight. Okay, let's head. What's the fastest way there? Okay. Where's the border of our lands? Here.
Mobilize.
Get ourselves in a great position.
Huntsman General.
Here we can, let's pick up some more swordsmen. Probably just 3 more swordsmen.
Ready to serve.
And this place is almost stable. Not quite there yet. What were we going to build here? I think I was going to throw a stables down. And then get the Imperial Academy, I do believe. Yeah, I think that's the only real choice. But I don't need to do that now. We need to continue building income-related stuff. Anything that says gold on it. We can go back and attack these guys. But that's a little far away.
Cast evil out.
Oh no, no. Nope, nope. So what I noticed at the last second was that they put themselves close enough to this other army. Oh no, they've already been attacked.
Champion of the faith.
Oh my god, that was a mistake. Do I reload? Can I reload from the start of this turn? Let's just see if that's even a thing. I'm not going to do it, but I should have attacked them. I would have killed both of these, and I could have taken the causeway. Which I don't even particularly want. But it would be nice to take it from them. I think they're getting smashed by the Norskins, just like we talked about. And our guys here are getting hurt pretty bad by all the chaos corruption from the Norskins. Oh man, that would have been a great attack. Let's see if they give us that opportunity to do that again next turn. I'm not sure they will. Altar of the Horned Rat. Let's give them the tavern. It won't be finished in time. The corruption is just too high. And it won't be enough either way. So I guess let's just get the gold. 1,200. Oh, okay. Anything else? We've got a lot of stuff to keep track of, and that's why I keep kind of going back to different things. Keep him there for one more turn. And we can put one more unit here. I think it'll probably be this Demigryph Halberd unit. And I'm not going to do it this turn. Once again, save us a couple hundred gold worth of income. Oh, and our state-issued infantry armor is about to finish too. Plus 15 armor for all of our infantry. That's going to be enormous. Totally forgot about that. Let's take a second just to see if any of our allies...
I'll bow before the rightful lords of this land, and I'll hear your demands.
Well, you guys... I think we can just make a huge agreement with you guys and start maybe farming you for... Yeah, maybe start farming you for occasional gold. Once again, that's another thing I probably should have done last turn.
You require us. What do you want?
Let's see if they'll give me gold. Why does it always jump? I don't understand why it jumps to 1,300. See if they'll give me 500. A lot of times if they'll give you 300, they'll give you 500. That's just my experience. I don't think we've asked these dudes for anything in a minute.
Unachievable.
Unachievable, he says. Well, if you're going to waste away fighting Norskins. But I think if I had gone 600, I know I've tested this a lot in the past. I think if I go 600, they deny it, but 500 somehow is like
once you die,
right in the bottom. So they're at war with our two new buddies. But that was a nice second pickup in terms of trade. It's easy to feel like we're isolated down here, but there is trade for us to do. And did losing the monument of Izatal set us back? It looks like the bar went back a little bit in terms of our overall conquest. Can't believe those exiles are the ones that had Vashnar declare war on us. But it looks like he's pretty high up there. He's pretty busy. Okay, here they are. We see him. Just in time, state-issued infantry armor. Who knows if it'll actually help us. I would like to get all of this. That's all good stuff. Construction time lowered for all buildings. That's huge. Recruit rank. I wish we had that a long time ago. This would also be probably a ridiculous amount of gold. We need to take that. There was a time when trade for us was borderline worthless, but it is no longer that time. Okay, so I'm not going to be surprised when this army turns and attacks the pillars of the unseen constellation. We've got halberds to hold the wall and the gates, swordsmen, handgunners. We even got a mortar there, some outriders, which aren't bad. It really depends, and not to mention the strength of the towers. It really depends on the configuration of the city that we have to defend.
Huntsman General.
Upgrade here.
Huntsman General.
But for now, we'll recruit as if they won't attack us this turn, which is of course not the case. Yeah, 3 more spearmen. We need as much stuff as we can to hold big stuff in place.
Fall in, men.
Man, what do we do? We don't have enough gold for that. Maybe we can beg some more gold out of people. I'm actually going to give him
Huntsman General.
the Demigryph Knights. 46 turns until our next supply. What else can we do? Give him the Royal Outdoor Gryphites. 2 Demigryph Knights with halberds would be an unbelievably powerful stopgap at the gates. Let's say, you know, like the Feral Dread Saurian breaks through the front gate, and then we just have 2 groups of Demigryph Knights with halberds ready to charge, mixed in with a bunch of halberds. Like, I don't care how strong the Dread Saurian is, that's a lot of anti-large armor piercing that they're just not going to be able to push through.
Tracker of distinction.
I like our odds, is basically what I'm saying right now, but we need to get the Royal Outdoor Gryphites in that group. Somehow, some way.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
We can attack the causeway now.
Sigmar is with us. Volkmar will never allow it.
We can't reach?
For the Emperor.
About to say, get out of here with that. We're gonna attack it and probably sack it. Yes. Attack and sack. Perfect. We haven't had a lot of chances to sack in this Let's Play. Oh, they've got a Dread Saurian too, but he's almost dead. Exoatl looks like it's still pretty strong. Here, we can keep pumping up the Imperial Pegasus, give it bigger charge bonuses and extra speed. Once I get on the Pegasus, though, I like getting stuff like Sigmar's Ward. That way we can't get sniped out of the sky. But before we do that, Scarred Veteran. It's not a lot of HP now, but when it gets to 15%, it's quite a bit. And it's just having an extra 1200 HP is better than 10% missile resistance any day. Let's buff that up.
Protector of the weak.
And we can head back a little bit. We can get all the way back into our territory. Sure. They shouldn't turn around and attack me, and if they do, I'm pretty sure I just smash them. Even tired or not, it doesn't. I don't think it'll matter. We've got a good bit of gold to work with now. Good. And that's the gold that we needed. So we didn't really have to beg for it, thankfully. Oh man, the Black Lions. That's another awesome unit we haven't gotten a chance to use yet. Like, they're going somewhere.
Huntsman General.
Let's play as if we know where they're going.
The great outdoors.
They're going to take the Zentler's Reichsguard. And have a nice, really powerful cav contingent in the form of 3 heavy shock cav units. I'm just worried about these things' effectiveness in certain layouts. But I think it'll be fine. The Luminarch could be sick too. But I haven't used the Black Lions at all yet. I kind of want to give the Black Lions to that other unit that we have currently building. And let's go over there and just give them a bunch of units before I spend all my gold. Anything kind of different we want to give these guys? Some grenade launchers could be fun. But I just see that as being like kind of a pain to micro. Get a couple Empire Knights. And maybe... that's fine. Because the last thing I want to do is put in another like hero type unit. And we're in a good position to attack now. That'll take several turns to get there. Just go down this way. We're going to get ourselves in position before we attack. We're not at war with them.
Onwards, man.
So we're just going to cross into their territory, trespass. Kind of scout out, see where their armies are, take both of these locations at once. And then when we do that, it's going to wreck all of our trade, all of our friendships. But we'll have 3 armies. One here, and one here. All in one turn. And I think if we do that, we will be fine. So once again, we find ourselves in need of a little bit of gold. We can give ourselves the Hammer of the Witches. That's another very powerful artillery piece for us. I feel like I should have given them the Hammer of the Witches. Then we would have had an artillery option in this army. That was probably the better play. Anything I'm forgetting? Yeah. That's I think that's about as good as we're going to be able to do. Hammer the Witches, get in there. And they're almost certainly going to attack us this turn. So we have to consider that this is our army. Hammer the Witches, 2 Demigryphs, 3 Archers, 3 Spearmen, a Huntman who we need to give stuff to. Income from trade. Wow, that's a lot of trade income that we were missing out on. Sure. Fire resistance. Do it up. And then, so this is our army plus this. And can we hold a small city with that? I think we can. I don't think they can take this from us. And I know for a damn fact they can't take the wellspring from us. We can clog those walls all day. Alright, what else do we have to do? They're going to have a rebellion. Not a problem. This is a very well defended area. They're a coastal city with a basic wall. Anything else, game, that you think is important? Let's roll it. The real question is, you know, are they going to use their siege attacker to break, or are they going to wait and, you know, try and actually besiege the walls? Which is, of course, what the AI likes to do. They love to just sit for 2 or 3 turns, build a couple siege towers, and then attack. What we could have tried to do when they attacked that first city is, yeah, you know, this would have been a great thing to do. So we should have taken that fight manually and used all of our forces just to try and 100% kill some units. So, like, to take all of our forces and try and get rid of the Dread Saurian, for instance. Just wipe it out. All the single model entities needed to go. Oh, wow. They grouped up. Okay. No more Avalorn. They have been consumed. Why is he still stuck in this stance? I don't understand.
Praise be to Sigmar.
I do not quite understand what has happened here and why he is stuck.
Huntsman General.
Am I missing something? He should be able to move. Weird. Okay. Let's generally gauge the strength. Okay, they're getting Plague Monks and Clan Rats, so this is going to be a bit stronger of a incursion. And they did not attack us last turn, so we were able to get 3 more Spearmen for our walls. That's awesome. And now we're going to go for 3 more Archers.
Huntsman General.
And if they besiege us, we might have the opportunity if we... Man, so let's get tricky. What we can do, we'll pump up Fireball. What we can do is we can stay in our own territory, get really close, and do an ambush. Which, we don't want to fight them, we just want to hide. And then get ourselves close enough. That way when they go to siege, actually, I think we want to get on the other side of this.
Keep the pace.
We only need 25%. So we want to ambush, get close enough, that way we can... Nope, nope. No, that's good enough.
Huntsman General.
If they attack us next turn, they're going to siege, and then we can sandwich them with all 3 armies and attack. And then it really doesn't matter how good I am. We'll just, we'll probably just roll over them.
Champion.
We can go back and attack Kotek's Causeway again.
Do anything for Sigmar.
Which I like.
By Sigmar.
The sacking's not going to be as good this time, but it's going to continue getting us experience and gold instead of just leaving that army sitting there doing nothing, costing us a fortune. Nice. And this time we're going to raise it. Very good. That's going to leave us kind of sitting out here, like sitting ducks. Let's get Lightning Strike. So even if they bring 3 stacks that, you know, they might have a stack here, a stack here. These 2 stacks that are healing up, they might come and hit us from all angles, but Lightning Strike is going to prevent that from being effective. It's pretty important to get him on a Warhorse. But let's just skip the Warhorse and go straight to maybe Barded Warhorse or Pegasus. Let's get him Evasion right now. I love Shield of Thorns, and Flesh to Sown is also really good. But the sooner I can get to big AoE damage spells like Dwellers Below and Regrowth, Arcane Conduit, the better. I'm just prioritizing that over these also very good spells. It's not that I don't see their value, I definitely do. And here we're just going to get that extra 5% ward save. And just like that, we've got a bunch of gold again. Very weird that that army cannot move.
Markus Wulfhart.
Markus is going to go over here.
Covering ground.
True servant of Sigma.
You know, if you're the AI, you're looking at these two armies and you're like, man, I know what you're doing. Unmistakable signs of aggression. Let's continue to buff our economy when we can.
Huntsman General. Huntsman General.
This should work. So guys, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. We have made a lot of progress and we have executed our plan pretty perfectly. And very soon we will be champions of the Empire, and we are poised to take Itza very soon. So in the next episode, look forward to what will promise to be a memorable siege, or me getting wrecked when they discover my ambush and turn to crush my army. But yeah, there's going to be some cool battles in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was fun for me. And once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And if you would like, guys, I have a Discord channel for people to meet up, play Total War games, any other games you'd like to play. Total War definitely being the focus, though, of that Discord channel at the moment. And yeah, so feel free to join if you'd like. Doesn't cost you anything. Add me on Steam if you want to send me some replays. I always appreciate that. I love multiplayer replays. And that's it, guys. Without any further ado, I will see you in the next one. Later, y'all.